Hello everyone, I am Balaji Rao. Welcome to BR Max Class. If you like this video, share it with your friends and subscribe to my YouTube channel to get more updates. Find the principal values of following. You observe in this problem we are going to do 3 bits, all the bits of the form sine inverse of x. You observe the first bit sine inverse of x, second bit sine inverse of minus x, third bit sine inverse of x. In next class we will do problems related to cos inverse. Let's start this class. First bit, find the principal solution of sine inverse of 1 by 2. You observe this bit, this is of the form sine inverse of x. I want to do this problem by using this formula. That formula is sine inverse of sine theta equal to theta. This formula holds good only when theta belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. This is important. Theta must be in closed interval minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. You observe this problem. This is sine inverse x. I want to write this x in the form of sine theta. So I can use this formula sine inverse of sine theta equals to theta. So here the point is 1 by 2. I want to write in terms of sine theta. From trigonometric table directly you can write that sine 30 degrees value is 1 by 2. 30 degrees means pi by 6. Sine pi by 6 is 1 by 2. Sine 5 pi by 6 value is also 1 by 2. Like this we will get so many things. Which one we need to choose? Sine pi by 6 we will choose or sine 5 pi by 6 we will choose. Which one we will choose? Pi by 6 means 30 degrees. You observe that this 30 degrees is there in this interval. 30 degrees is there in this interval, closed interval minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. Yes. 5 pi by 6. Pi by 6 is 30. 5 into 30 is 150. 150 degrees is there in this interval. 150 degrees is there in between minus 90 and plus 90. It is not there. So we don't consider sine 5 pi by 6. Which one we will consider? We will consider sine pi by 6. So what I will write here? 1 by 2. 1 by 2 we write it as sine pi by 6. Sine inverse of sine pi by 6. You observe it is of the form sine inverse of sine theta. What is the formula for sine inverse of sine theta? Theta. This formula holds good only when theta belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. You observe this 30 degrees is there in this interval? Yes. So sine inverse of sine pi by 6 is what? Sine inverse of sine pi by 6 is pi by 6. So the principal value of sine inverse of 1 by 2 is what? Pi by 6. So whatever is there in white box, that is the solution of principal value of sine inverse of 1 by 2. Now we will see the solution of second bit. What is second bit? Sine inverse of minus root 3 by 2. If you observe this sine inverse of minus root 3 by 2, it is of the form sine inverse of minus x. Please listen this carefully. It is of the form sine inverse of minus x. What is the formula of sine inverse of minus x? In inverse trigonometric functions, in properties, we learned that sine inverse of minus x formula is minus sine inverse x. Now, this given problem is of the form sine inverse of minus x. Sine inverse of minus x formula is minus sine inverse x. So what we will write here? We will write minus sine inverse of root 3 by 2. Sine inverse of minus x we written in the form of minus sine inverse x from this formula. I want to do this problem by using this formula sine inverse of sine theta equals to theta when theta belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. From trigonometric table you can write root 3 by 2 as sine 60 degrees. 60 degrees means pi by 3. Or from trigonometry chapter we learned that root 3 by 2 can also be written as sine 2 pi by 3. Not only these values, we can write some other values also. So here which one we need to choose? Sine pi by 3 or sine 2 pi by 3? You observe pi by 3 is there in closed interval minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. Pi by 3 means 60 degrees. 60 degrees is there in between minus 90 and plus 90. Yes. 2 pi by 3 means 120 degrees. 120 degrees is there in this interval? No. So we cannot choose this value. So in place of root 3 by 2, you write sine pi by 3. Now you see here, this minus will be as usual. Other than this minus, if you observe, this is of the form sine inverse of sine theta. What is the formula for sine inverse of sine theta? Theta. When theta belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. Now pi by 3, 60 degrees is there in this interval. So sine inverse of sine pi by 3 is what? Sine inverse of sine pi by 3 is pi by 3. So what is the principal value of sine inverse of minus root 3 by 2? Principal value of sine inverse of minus root 3 by 2 is minus pi by 3. Now we will see the solution of third bit. Sine inverse of 3. You observe this is of the form sine inverse. You need to know this point. Sine inverse x is defined when this x value is in closed interval minus 1 comma 1. Domain of sine inverse x is closed interval minus 1 comma 1. Sine inverse x is defined when x belongs to closed interval minus 1 comma 1. You observe this 3. This 3 is there in this closed interval minus 1 comma 1. No, 3 is not in closed interval minus 1 comma 1. Sine inverse 3 value is not defined. I hope you understand this class. If you like this video, please press like button below. Share this video with your friends. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe now. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.